Hey there, Alex. My name is Megan McCracken, and in this video, I have some tips and tricks of some things that you can use to improve your online presence and be able to get more customers and grow your company. I'm going to be going over a few things that are going to be related to a website. I'll talk about that in just a second, but once we can get a website set up for you, the things that I'll be talking about will go over like content, a thing called backlinks, and then we'll also talk about Google Maps listings and citations as well. So for starters, as far as a website, now, it's possible that you have one and I just couldn't find it. If you do have one, you definitely want to link it up with your Google business profile so that it's easy for when people see your profile that they can click on your website. That I'm sure is, if you do have a website, is making you miss out on a lot of business because if people are clicking on your profile and not being able to find a website, they're going to go to somebody else who does have a website that they can just click on. Now, if you don't have a website, that's definitely where I recommend starting, is getting a website set up for yourself. The reason being is because that's where a lot of customers are going to be able to find you. It's going to make your Google business profile perform better so that more people can see you there. But then also, if you can get yourself ranked on Google, when people are searching for roofing services, they'll be able to find your website because Google will show it to them if you have all of the right things set up on the website, which I'm going to talk about right now. So the first thing is content. Now, as far as content goes, Google, as a rule of thumb, likes to see about 1,500 words on the homepage of a website. And let's see, I'm going to show you one of Utah's bigger roofing companies that's doing really well. So this is Roofing Utah. So as you can see, their website is really clean. It's really colorful and bold. So it makes people want to stay on their website and learn more, which is also important to Google because Google cares about how much time people are spending on your website too. And then if we look at keywords, so this is all the keywords that they have in their website. So it's making it so that they're ranking for these types of things. Um, so if we look here, let's see. So Utah roof repair, they're in the number 1 position. So this is just this morning. So there's only been 10 searches this morning. They've already had 3 people come to their website, which is very likely 3 people who came to their website and then decided to use their services and are going to be reaching out to contact them. We also have Roofing Utah. So that's already 50 searches, 8 people showing up on their website. Um, there's another one that I saw that's, let's see, Salt Lake City Roofing, 800 searches, and they've gotten 35. And that's from only being in the 10th position. So that is a lot of searches, a lot of people that they're getting. Metal roof contractors near me, they're getting a fair amount of visits to their website. And obviously not all of those are going to turn into jobs, but a decent percentage of them are, which means that that's a lot of business that they're getting, and that's why they're growing and expanding so much. So that's something that you would want to be doing as well. That's a lot of traffic that you're missing out on by not having a website, or by not having your website in a clear place if you do have one. So having content that is relevant, that includes a lot of these keywords, but without having it be too excessive, because that can be a red flag to Google. You don't want to use AI because that can also be a red flag. When you're writing out your content, that's also something that I do. But if you're writing out your content, you'll just want to try to kind of match the same energy and the same style as what big competitors like these guys are doing, because they're obviously doing something right. So that is the first thing, is content. Now, the next thing, once your website is built, something that you're going to want to chase after are a thing called backlinks. So backlinks refer to um, other websites that are linking back to your website when you have one, saying like, hey, these guys are the roofing experts, you should listen to them. So in this case, these guys, again, this is Roofing Utah, have about 20 other websites, referring domains is what they're called, because Google doesn't care about these zeros, they only care about all of these. So about 20, 25 that Google actually cares about linking back to their website. Now, obviously, they're ranking so well because of their keywords, but they could be doing even better on ranking on some of those keywords if they had more backlinks. So that's something that once you have a website set up, you definitely are going to want to chase after as many of those links as possible. You can go to the same websites where they have links, and then you can find some of your own, and that will help you to perform really well. So that is the next thing, are backlinks. And then again, the content and the backlinks are things that are relevant once you have a website set up. If you do already have a website and I just wasn't able to find it, you can definitely send that to me and I can do an audit on that to see how that one is performing instead. But if not, you definitely will want to get a website set up. Now, the last thing are a thing called Google Maps listings and citations. So that means that when people are Googling, Salt Lake City roofer, for example, these are the top 3 companies that are showing up right here. So next to the map. That's why they're called Google Maps listings. Now you want to, this one is sponsored, so they're paying for that. But for these guys, you really want to be in the top 3 slots. Those are the money slots. That's where, people are getting a lot of business because most people aren't clicking on more businesses. They're just not. They're only focusing on these three. So if you can get yourself into one of these top 3 slots, you'll be golden. How do you do that? Well, there's this website called Whitespark you can use that you can get the subscription to that will show you all of the different websites that you can get your citations set up on. Citations just means places all across the web where your business's name, address, and phone number are listed. So a lot of websites like these. So this is your company's information. You only have 23% of the citations that your competitors have. And then these are all of the opportunities. So all of the websites that you could be chasing after is everything that's in red. So if you can go to all these websites, get all of it set up, you honestly will be so golden and will be in a really great spot, especially once you have a website to be able to move yourself into these top slots. Now, you definitely I recommend having that website just because it'll also be harder to move into these slots if you don't have one. Um, but once you can do those things, honestly, it'll take, a couple months to get traction and everything, but then you'll be set up long term really well. And then after that, if you want to start looking into Facebook ads and Google ads, you definitely can do that, but I definitely recommend starting with this because if you can always pay later, but if you can have this set up to get organic searches to your website, you'll be in a really good position. So if you have more questions about this, I'd love to hop on a call to chat with you more about it. My name is Megan McCracken and my phone number is 385-315-7439. Thanks, Alex. Bye.